Hello guys, welcome to TTW Tutorials. Welcome. Okay, in today's video we're going to be looking at quotient rule under the rules of differentiation, and that's under calculus. Okay, and I've done the first three rules. This is the fourth rule. I've done the direct rule, I've done the chain rule, I've also done the product rule. So for you to follow up on this particular rule, you need to watch those previous videos, three videos which I've done on the channel. Okay, so I'm going to leave the link to the playlist where you can watch it. It should appear on your screen right now. I'll leave the link. If you've not watched that video, please advise you go back to watch the previous video so you can follow us, all right, on this particular video, because you need to understand the direct rule, the chain rule, and also the product rule before you can solve anything under the quotient rule. Okay, and before we get on to the video to talk about quotient rule, if this is your first time on this channel, TTW Tutorials, an educational channel on YouTube where we support students preparing for your WAEC, NECO, JAMB, post-UME, that's your WAS, your BEC, name it, your junior WAEC, with free maths and physics videos. So it is absolutely free for you on YouTube. You don't need to buy anything. It's not for sale. There are several past questions solved. All you need to do is just go to the WAEC and JAMB playlist. You can download and watch on your phone. Absolutely free for you. Free maths and physics video. And please, we need your support to grow. And to grow, we just need you to click the subscribe button. All right, it's absolutely free to subscribe. Support us to grow by subscribing, all right, increasing our numbers, and also sharing these videos with your friends, family, loved ones, and giving this video a thumbs up as it helps promote the video on YouTube. All right, please share this channel with your friends, family, and loved ones. All right, so it gets to a lot of people and it grows. All right, so thank you for subscribing. All right, so let's get on to the video now. Now we're looking at the quotient rule. Now, you know, there are several we're looking at the algebraic functions right now. Now, for when you have, you know, we've looked at the when you have plus and is a addition and a subtraction, you know, combining some algebraic functions, you use the direct rule. When you have for the chain rule, when you have something like all brackets x plus 1 raised to the power 3, you use the chain rule to solve it. Then when you have something like this, you have let's say x plus 1 raised to the power 2, then times, there's a multiplication sign binding them, times maybe 2x plus 3 raised to the power something. What do you use? You know, this is UV. You use the product rule. Now for your quotient rule, let's erase this. Now for your quotient rule, if you have u divided by v, that's you have an algebraic function divided by another algebraic function, that's u divided by v, then the rule states that the y, the x, is equal to what? V, the u, the x, plus u, the v, the x, divided by v square. All right, so this is the rule. This is the quotient rule. So this is what the rule states, and from here you can see that the numerator is just the product rule. All right, this is what the product rule is, the numerator. And the difference between quotient rule and the product rule is that you have a denominator of what, that it divides by what, v square. All right, okay, so now we're going to try an example, a very hard example, and I'll give you a lighter one for you also to try out, okay, before at the end of the video. All right, so let's say for example we have this, e.g. we have y is equal to all into bracket 2x plus 1 raised to the power 3 divided by all into bracket x raised to the power 3 minus 4 close the bracket raised to the power 2. Okay, so from here, what is our u? This is our u, is that not it? This is u and this is what, v. Okay, so this is if y is equal to, not just u, equal to u, if y is equal to u over v. So now how do we get dy dx? the y dx is this formula, so we need to find the u dx, we need to find the v dx, okay, and put everything in this formula for us to find the derivative of this, which is what dy dx. So you have here u is equal to what? 2x plus 1 all raised to power what? 3. Okay, so from here, as we did in the product rule, I introduced another variable called t. It's easy for me to use t because you have to be careful with the letters you use so you don't mix them up. Okay, so I use the variable called t. So remember, in chain rule, when you have something like this, you say t is equal to what? 2x plus 1. Therefore, u will be equal to what? T raised to power what? 3. You make t equal to whatever is in the bracket, then u will be equal to what? T raised to power 3. So from here you can find your what? Dt dx. What we're trying to look for finally is our du. Sorry, let me write this somewhere here. What we're trying to look for here is our du dx, where du dx will be equal to what? The t dx times what? Du dt. Okay, when you cancel out the t dt, you have what? Du dx. Okay, so that's your chain rule. You can see everything is interrelated, that's why you need to know it. Okay, so from here, what is the t dx? The t dx, we have a constant here, which is what? 1. And what's the differential of a constant? It's what? 0. So we're left with what? 2x, and this x here is raised to the power of what? 1. Is that not it? So 1 times 2 will still give us what? A 2. And we're going to subtract a 1 from this power. When you subtract 1 from this power, you're left with a 0, and x raised to the power 0 will give you a 1. So 1 times 2 is still what? 2. So our dt dx of this, the derivative of this, okay, is what? 2. So from here, what's the derivative of this, which is du dt, is equal to what? 3t square. You multiply the powers to this, and you have you deduct 1 from the power, which we have here 2. Okay, 3 minus 1 is 2. So this is what? 3t. So from here, du dx is equal to what? That's the t times this. That's 2 times 3t square. And what would this give us? This will give us what? 6 what? T square. And remember, what is t? I hope you know what is t. T is what? 2x plus what? 1. So bracket what? 2x plus 1 all raised to power what? 2. So now let's find what? The v dx. Where our v? What is our v? Our v is equal to what? X raised to power 3 minus 4 all bracket what? Raised to power what? 2. So we have here, open the bracket, x raised to power 3 minus 4, close the bracket, raised to power what? 2. So from here, let's still use t. So t will be equal to what? X raised to power 3 minus 4. Okay, then our v will be equal to what? T raised to power what? 2. Okay, power of what? 2. So from here, what is the t dx? This minus 4, the derivative of a constant minus 4 will give us what? 0. So we're left with what? X raised to power 3. And what's the derivative of x raised to power 3? That will give us what? 3x raised to power what? 2. Okay, multiply the quotient of x and remove 1 from the power. That's why how we got 3x raised to power what? 2. Okay, so that you can see this is from the direct rule. You can see how everything lines up. You use direct rule, you use chain rule. Now we're using product rule, and we're going to quotient rule. Okay, so just follow me closely. So now you have dv dt. What's our dv dt? Our dv dt is what? 2t. All right, so 2 multiply here, remove 1 from the power, which will be left with what? 1. So we have what? 2t. So from here, our dv dx is equal to what? This times this. So we have 3x squared times 2t, and this will give us what? 6x squared t. Is that not it? So let us put in what's the value of our t. So we have 6x squared bracket. What is t? T is this. So we have x raised to the power 3 minus 4. So this is our dv dx. Okay, so now let's put in everything into this particular formula to find, we're looking for, if we have something like this, is the quotient rule we are definitely going to apply. So let me rule this line here. Okay, so our dy dx now is equal to, what is our v? This is our v, which is what? Follow me closely now. That's where, I think in the last product rule, some students commented and said during the factorization, they got confused. Now, follow me closely, okay? You have to just take your time. Take your time slowly here. That's why I say when you see something as hard like this in your jam, your exams, just it should be like the last thing you do, because it takes so much time. You have to relax if you want to get the correct answer. You don't rush it. All right, you need speed and accuracy for this. So our v is what? X raised to the power 3 minus 4 all squared. What is our u? We've gotten our du as this. This is our du. Okay, bracket, we have a 6 then bracket 2x plus 1 all raised to the power 2 plus, what is our u? This is our u. We have 2x plus 1 all raised to the power 3. And what is our dv? This is our dv. Okay, no much space here. Okay, our dv is 6x squared. We can just bring out this 6x squared here. Should we do this or no? Let's do this together. Okay, that's this is a multiplication binding them. I hope we know. I didn't put it, but just please know that there's a multiplication sign binding these two things here. So our dv, the x is what? 6x square. Okay, then brackets what? Let's put this down here. X cubed minus 4 close the brackets. Okay, all divided by what? What is our v square? Our v square is this, which is what? Our v is what? 3 raised to x raised to the power 3 minus 4 all squared, then squared again. So when we open up this bracket, these two multiply these two and we are going to get a 4. Okay, but wait, let us first of all arrange something. Okay, now let us factorize out. All right, so what is common to this and this? You can see a 6 is here, a 6 is also here, so we can bring out a 6. Is that not it? Okay, so let's bring out that 6. So we're going to be left with a 1 here, and we're going to be left with a what? A x raised to the power 2. Okay, so what's common again? We can see that we have a x raised to the power 3 minus 4 bracket square here, and we also have a x raised to the power 3 minus 4 bracket minus 4, and there's no power here. This the power of this is just 1, and we have the power of this is 2, so we can bring out 1 of what? X raised to the power 3 minus 4 from both sides. All right, so let's bring this out. So we have x raised to the power 3 minus 4, so we're going to be left with 1 of x raised to the power 3 minus 4 plus just 1. All right, since this is x raised to the power minus 4. Okay, all right, so the next one again is, we can bring out this. We have 2x plus 1 raised to the power 2, and here on this other side of the plus addition sign, we have 2x plus 1 raised to the power 3. So we can bring out 2. That's 2x plus 1 raised to the power 2. We can bring it out. All right, and we'll be left with 1 here, and we'll be left with 2x plus 1, then all raised to the power what? 1, since we brought out 2 from it. If you bring out 2 from the power, you are left with what? A power of 1. Is that not a 3 minus 2 will give us what? 1. So let's bring this out. So we have here 2x plus 1 raised to the power what? 2. Okay, so what are we left with? All into brackets. Here we're left with just x raised to the power 3 minus 4. Is that not it? All raised to the power 1. Since we're bringing this out, when you multiply, when you want to open the bracket, this times this will give you what? X raised to the power 3 minus 4 raised to the power what? 2. Okay, because you add up the power. When you're multiplying, you add up the power. Okay, in indices. So plus what are we left with here? We're going to be left with just 1 of 2x plus 1. Okay, so we have bracket 2x plus 1. All right, and remember we have our x square here. We just removed only 6, so we have x square. So bracket what? Close the bracket and we have x square, and this is it. All right, you can see when you multiply this times this, okay, we are going to get this multiplied these two brackets. I want to dwell on this so we get something. Okay, when these two things in the bracket multiply here, we are going to get what? A x raised to power 3 minus 4 all squared, and we're also going to get what? 2x plus 1 squared. When this multiplies the other side of the equation, we're also going to get what? 2x plus 1 raised to power 3 and x raised to power 3 minus 4 all raised to power what? 1. You know, remember this is raised to power what? 1. So it's just about factorizing. It's just easy. It's just like saying, you just have the, you know, when you have something like this, let me just put this. You have ax plus b plus ab. Okay, what is common to this and this is just a, right? So you bring out a and you have what is left in the bracket, x plus what? A or plus what? B. When you open the bracket, you still get the same thing. So that's just factorization. Don't be confused about factorization. And there's also factorization. I've treated a video on factorization in this channel, so you can check that out. It's in the playlist called Introduction to Maths Introduction. You'll see that. Okay, so let me erase this. So it's just as it's easy. All you need to do is just take your time. All right, so you don't miss a step. Okay, so we have here divided by what? This times this times this 2 times this 2 will give us what? 4. So divided by x raised to power 3 minus 4 all into bracket raised to power what? 4. So from here you can see that we can cancel out this. Is that not it? This is outside the bracket, so we can cancel one of this, and when we cancel, this is raised to power 1. Remember indices, when you cancel out this, it's just saying 4 minus what? 1. So we're going to be left here with what? X raised to power 3 minus 4 all raised to power what? 3, since we've cancelled out this. So what are we going to be left with? We're left with what? 6 bracket 2x plus 1 all raised to power 2. Then bracket, let us open up this bracket. Let's open up what is here. So here we have x raised to power 3 minus 4. This x squared times this. Open up this bracket, so we have a plus. Since this is a plus, it won't affect anything much here. So we have a x squared times a 2x. We're going to have what? We're going to have a 2x raised to power 3. Then the x squared times a 1, we're going to have what? X raised to power 2. Okay, and what are we left with in our denominator? We're left with what? X raised to power 3 minus 4 all raised to power what? 3. So from here, what are we going to have? We're going to have 6 bracket 2x plus 1 raised to power 2. So bracket, let's solve what is in here. So we have a x raised to power 3 and we have another x raised to power 3 here, which is 2. So x raised to power 3 plus 2 x raised to power 3, we are going to get what? A 3x raised to power what? 3. Then let us arrange well. Bring in the next power of x. We have a what? Plus what? X squared. Then we're left with what? A minus what? 4. Alright, divided by x raised to power 3 minus 4 bracket x raised to power 3. So this is our final answer. Alright, so the major hurdle here is just trying to factorize this, and which it will take some time. So just be patient. You know, you just need some speed, and you know you just need some speed and definitely accuracy. Okay, so this is our answer. This is the derivative of this particular what example here. Now I want you to try this on your own. Try this when you have y is equal to 3 minus x raised to power 2 divided by 1 minus x raised to power 3. What is the derivative of this? Okay, most questions in JAM, they're usually framed around here, around this particular type of question. So try this on your own, put pen to paper and practice, and let me know your answers in the comment section below. Okay, try it and please drop your answers in the comment section below. Use this example to practice. Find the derivative of this. Okay, that's the y dx, which you're going to use your quotient rule. And if you don't still you don't get what I'm doing here, you need to definitely watch the video on direct rule, chain rule, product rule before coming to your quotient rule. All right, so thank you for staying tuned to DTW Tutorials, and don't forget, Jesus Christ is coming soon. He is the way, He is the truth, He is the life, and is the one who will lead us all to heaven at last. All right, so and definitely He's coming soon, so give your life to Christ. All right, so thank you for staying tuned. You are destined to win from DTW Tutorials. See you in our next video.